Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I have another unboxing haul to share with you. If you're just new to my channel, this is not something that I do on a regular basis. I mean, you could just look back through my playlist and you'll see that I don't unbox in every video or every consecutive video that I upload. Of course, this is a luxury channel. I do like luxury pieces, as you can see behind me and what I'm about to share and previous videos that I've done. There's a lot of criticism of YouTubers these days about those who unbox a lot, and some people are saying, oh, that must be to replace a void or to fill a void in their life. I don't have a void. For me, it's quite the opposite. I'm in a place where I'm really happy with myself. I've achieved a couple of, let's say, maybe I could call them milestones at work, or I've taken on a couple of new ventures that I'm really wanting to celebrate. So you know how it is when something special happens, you tend to want to celebrate. I like to buy myself something that marks that occasion, something that I can then tie to that occasion and always remember. I have 4 pieces to share with you today. One of these is pre-loved. 3 of them were, well, all of them were considered purchases. I didn't just buy them willy-nilly. I did think them through. I did budget for them. I'm not in debt. I'm not selling myself. I'm not, stealing money from anywhere or anyone, as I was accused in the past, to buy these things. I'm on my own now, and I have my own money. I'm my own boss bitch. I deal with my own crap, and if this is something I want to buy, then I will. I have to be honest with you, I'm not going to lie. Having come from a previous situation where I couldn't spend money like this, and I understand because mortgage, family responsibilities, and having to check in with someone else. I completely understand that. I'm now in a position where I don't need to worry about that so much. The only person that keeps me in check about my expenses is myself. So if there are times like recently when I have been doing a bit of damage, I know that that's not going to be a continual thing. So there are times when I wake up at night and I sort of get the touch of the guilt. So I'm not going to lie, because I think, should I have spent that money really? But what assuages that fear for me is that I have actually sold a few other things. So all of that aside, let me share with you these pieces that I've bought, and I'll give you a brief rundown why I purchased these pieces. This is my new to me Fendi bag. Now, if you remember a little while ago, I shared with you the unboxing of this Dior bag here, and I purchased that Dior from a consignment store here in Melbourne called Emir. I was then looking at their website a couple of days later, and I saw this piece and I fell in love with it. I genuinely fell in love with it. So this piece comes with the Fendi bag inside, and this is what this particular company does when you purchase something with them, is their little folder, like a little receipt folder, and this is like a nice sort of smooth velvety finish. Okay, so what's inside this Fendi bag? Let me share that with you. It is so pretty, you're not going to believe it. So inside the Fendi bag is a Fendi dust bag, and it's that nice fold over one, and inside that, because that's what we're all here about and for, is my newest and new to me Fendi bag, the denim Fendi baguette. This piece is just gorgeous. There is something about this piece. I saw this pop up on their website. So a couple of days after I bought the Dior, or the next day, I was looking on their website again because their sale was still running, and this popped up. I just typed in Fendi and this popped up. And the thing about Emir is that you need to make an appointment. They don't have things on display like, sellers like the Persefair and so on. You need to know the code of the item you want to see, and you ask them to show it to you, and then they bring it out. Some pieces they ask you to wear gloves. So when I saw this, she asked me to wear the black gloves. So I had a bit of a Michael Jackson moment. But anyway, I wore the glove to have a photo in the mirror. This is the bag. So this is one of, the denim baguettes. As you can see, it's a short handle drop. So this is very much a shoulder bag like a lot of the baguettes are. And I have it on the longest settings on the last hole. As you can see, there are 3. And you know, I've spoken to you before about having shoulder bags and short drop and my chunky arms and stuff like that. So, you know, we know that already, but that's something I can work around. But this bag itself, as soon as I saw it, I contacted my associate person there, her name's Queenie, and I said, I'd like to see this bag. I gave her the code. What time can I come in? She said the time the next day. I was there. I sneak peeked it on my Instagram stories. So up close, this is what the bag looks like. It's the denim. I don't know the year or details. I don't know any of that. I'll have to research it. And as you can see, it's got the beautiful denim and cotton embroidery across the front. It's got the silver hardware. Also, you'll see there's a spattering of clear little sequins, just those little ones. And so as they catch the light, and then depending on what light there is, I didn't know that when I saw it online. I only noticed it when I went in store. And the owner was there, and she had a look at the bag, and she goes, "Oh, very pretty." I said, "I know." She goes, "Oh," and she looked at it. "Good price." I said, "I know." They originally had this at $1,320, but then with their Easter sale, they reduced it down to $820. I jumped on this. This is one of those purchases that sometimes you make without, you know, taking a long time to think. I grabbed this because I knew at that price, under $1,000 for a Fendi baguette, despite the fact that it's not all leather, it doesn't matter. It was a bargain, so I grabbed it. So here you go. It's got the beautiful ring here across the front, the silver hardware. It's got the typical F, but obviously upside down. It's got, whoops, oh my gosh, I'm dropping everything. It's got the denim strap, as I said before, silver hardware, 3 fittings. This is the bag up close. Let's do the autumn spin. It's got the little Fendi underneath. This hardware is not scratched. It's beautiful. It is beautiful. Now, it's got that washed out denim look. It's not worn. It's just washed out looking. To lift the flap, this magnet is very strong. Underneath, look at the finish. Can we just look at the detail? We've got Fendi again. We've got the denim continuation. You've got the magnet. You've got the other corresponding magnet, and with the Fendi engraved, you've got a navy blue leather plaque underneath. And inside the bag is just one space. It's navy fabric. It's like a thick drill cotton. Anyway, so that is my latest bag. It is absolutely gorgeous, and I'm so excited to have it. I will, of course, spray it with Scotchgard to protect it, and I will consider buying an insert so it gives it a little bit more structure and shape. But this is a stunning piece, and if I wanted to, I could always take this off and use another strap if I wanted it to be longer or to wear it crossbody. I don't mind doing that. Yes, you'll see the buckle, but doesn't matter. I mean, it doesn't matter. They're little things that you can not worry about. So that is my latest Fendi. Let me know what you think. Isn't she pretty? She's so pretty. What should I name her? Give me some options for a name. Okay, now moving on to more Fendi in this bag here. Now, recently I went into the city and I went to the Fendi boutique in Collins Street, and I was looking at this. I had been also to Fendi at Chadstone, and you should go over and watch Jessie Styles' video we vlogged together. I'll have that linked below as well if you're interested. And I was considering buying a new strap for my Fendi Peekaboo. Now, my Fendi Peekaboo is a 2016 seasonal piece. It is this beautiful blue grey, and it has the purple accents, and the inside is this gorgeous red leather. Now, the strap that it came with is typical of the seasonal pieces, this thin strap, and the ends are not the swivel type. So these are the fixed types. It's an O-ring, as you can see, but it doesn't swivel. So you need to be strategic about how you place this on the bag. So I found that there are times when if I carry a few too many things, this digs in across my shoulder. And so I really wanted to have a different strap because I feel like this is too thin for the bag. So that was my purpose for going into Fendi, both with Jessie and also the other day. And I sneak peeked on my Instagram stories a couple of options in terms of straps. So, opening this up, and I was served by May, who is now my client advisor. And she knows that I love that Fendi First in the beautiful multicolor, you know, the beautiful pinks and rose and gold and orange. Oh my god, I love that bag so much. Anyway, inside is this gorgeous Fendi box, and opening up like that, little magnetic box opening up, you have this beautiful Fendi felt, and flipping that over, and that there is a dust bag. So this is a strap, as I've said. Those of you who saw my stories will know that I was choosing between two options. One I thought was a little too juvenile for me, and the color just didn't speak to me as much. And the other, I think, is, some of you may hate in combination with my bag, some of you may love. I think it works, so let me know what you think. And that strap that I decided to go for is this one here. So this is the brown, chocolate brown leather strap. It is beautiful. It's all soft, smooth leather on this side. It's got Fendi Roma here. This has got the swivel hooks on the end. The other side is this beautiful chocolate brown Zucca print, which means fun furs, apparently, according to Dayle. There, and that is made in Italy. And this is a shoulder bag length. So this will not cross body on me. I'm not petite. And so in order to use it on my bag, this will have to be a shoulder bag. No, a shoulder strap. So let me attach it to the bag. And despite the fact that my bag is blue-gray and has purple on it, you'll see that somehow it actually works. That's what it would look like. So even though there's purple, some of you probably think, oh, gross, but I don't know what it is. To my eyes, it actually looks great. Anyway, so that is what this particular strap looks like against it. Now, this, because it is a shorter strap, I cannot wear it crossbody because I genuinely look like I am breastfeeding a child. And the last time I breastfed a child was 14 years ago. And I'm not ready to go back there for that look. But for the sake of, you know, love you guys, I'll show you. Honestly. Look like I'm breastfeeding. There you go. Things we do for the people we love. So this is what the bag would look like. I'll have some footage and photos here showing, but that's what it looks like. Let me know what you think. Is this a good match? Would you do this? Do you like this? Would you not do this? Let me know what you think. Now this strap, this strap costs more than the Fendi denim baguette, but this strap here in Australia was $900. Let me just not choke on the price. So this strap costs 950 Australian dollars. There were two other options. One other was a light blue, but the blue was not entirely right. And it had blue ends, leather ends, and then the rest of it was that pale blue canvas with the cream F. It was just introducing too many colors, and the blue just wasn't right. And I also thought like the blue was too young for me. I don't tend to go for those light colors so much. So that was one option. The other option was a shorter or similar length piece, but it was like a velvet, but that was more of an orange brown. It just didn't go. And the other one was also in the brown tones, but was not available. The only one available in all of Australia was in Brisbane, apparently. And that was similar to the blue, where it was predominantly brown canvas, and then it had a one end or one side, it had a very utilitarian sort of industrial looking brown strip with wide or chunky gold studs that you could adjust. But again, that one was only $100 more, but it was adjustable, but the tone was different. So this is more of a cool brown, the other one was more of a warm brown. And then I thought to myself, for $100 I was worried about the canvas fraying. And yes, I know you can sort of whiz it over now and then, but for $1,000 I don't want my strap to fray, you know what I mean? So that is, and those two pieces are my latest Fendi purchases. Next piece, this is going to be a long video. I'm sorry guys, I hope you got yourself a cuppa and a snack. Next piece is from Louis, and I haven't bought anything from Louis in quite some time. But this one piece is one that I've had on my mind, and this piece is one that Cassie Thorpe bought as soon as it was released, and she bought it in the bright yellow. So if you know her collection, you know what I'm talking about. Clearly this is an SLG. And I've always liked this piece. And so I thought, you know what, I'm just going to bite the bullet. So I actually went into the city with my now friend Rob, who is Melbourne Luxe Beast on Instagram. You should go follow him. Has an amazing Pochette Voyage collection, by the way. Anyway, so I've seen plenty of these in reviews on YouTube, but I just wanted my own. And I don't need any more SLGs. Having said that, I'm going to be selling a few of mine. But this one is one that I wanted to try out and use because I really want this because I want to give my Emprunt Clay a rest. She got this one in for me. The other one that I was considering, same style, was a different color. She called me about a week later, so I went in again with Rob, and she showed me a collection of SLGs sort of in this similar vein, but I ended up going with my heart. I'll have a photo here and some footage showing. And the piece I chose is this one here. It is the fiery red. It is beautiful. Louis Vuitton coin and card holder. And this is in the men's section. So it is gorgeous. And I loved it because it's got the card slots here. Another one there if you want. And then, of course, you can open up. You can put extras in there. They're just the little SKU cards. The hardware is, the zipper is fantastic. It's got a much more sturdy zipper pull than a lot of the women's pieces do. I don't understand why. But this is the one that I went with. And I spoke to her about the glazing issue. And she said, look, there was a glazing issue in the past, but Louis Vuitton has really rectified that now. I said, I hope so, because I don't want to come back to you because of melting glazing or cracking. She goes, look, depending on how you use an item, if you use it a lot and you're not careful and you drop it and it scrapes, of course, damage is going to occur. I get that. But I just don't want it to start melting or cracking unnecessarily. So I'm hoping to use this. I love the color. The other option was like a silvery gray, but I went with this because this is definitely more me. I've seen the way some people, fill them, and I know it can get bulky, and I know that this can jut out, and then, you know, these will obviously loosen up. But this piece speaks to me. I love it. It's beautiful. These are, they're gorgeous. They're laser cut so they won't curl out, and it's beautiful. Beautiful piece. That is my latest Louis. And my last piece to share with you, and thank you so much for being here this long, is a piece from a brand that I've never purchased from, but obviously I have been noticing more and more. I've known about Fauré Le Page for quite some time. They are quite an old company. They've been around for a long time. Their own heritage stems from providing accessories and so on for gun kits and so on, and things like that. So, you know, storing of bullets and holsters to hold guns and leather goods sort of related to that particular industry. And this is something that I purchased from them. And the reason I purchased from them is because I loved the price. I loved this piece. And you may know that Mel in Melbourne is doing a meet and greet event very soon. And while I was talking to Dayle, when she came down to Melbourne and we all met up, and well, we met up, a few of us met up with her, and we had a drink and a little walk around. She was speaking to me, and I told her I was going to Mel's event, and she said maybe what you could do is go in before Mel's event, and that way you get the full luxury boutique experience without being rushed on the night. And I thought, smart thinking, 99. I was thinking something similar, and then I can wear it on the night. So anyway, I'm just talking too much. This is the bag. That's their logo with the knight. It's just beautiful. And it says Armée pour séduire, and Fauré Le Page, 21 Rue Cambon, Paris. They've been around since 1717, older than Louis, older than Hermes, I think so, I'm not sure. Anyway, this is their packaging. It feels beautiful. I was served by a beautiful young lady. Her name was Marlo, and another young lady whose name is Sylvia. These prices, Fauré Le Page prices, are incredible. Let me tell you, incredible. So let me share this piece with you, which I will be wearing on the night. So I hope you get to see some of us on that night when Mel does her meet and greet. So you got this beautiful burgundy and yellow ribbon, holds the bag closed. So I'll just pull that through. Inside is an envelope, which I am imagining, the beautiful little sticker, is my receipt. At the bottom also is another envelope, probably similar. I'll open that later. Inside, there's no box. There's just the dust bag. It's a small item. The dust bag feels lovely. It's like a smooth cotton. Fauré Le Page, and it says Arquebusière Breveté. I don't know. I sort of know French, but anyway. Inside is this gorgeous little pouch. Now, I don't know the name of it. It's probably written on the receipt. But look at how pretty this is. Essentially, it's a wristlet pouch. And I thought to myself, you know, I've told you when I showed that Versace pouch some time ago, I love clutches. I don't wear them much, but I love them. And I know that when I go out, I want a clutch. There's something about using a clutch when you go out somewhere. And this, the quality, the workmanship is exquisite on this. Let me tell you. So I'll show you up close. This is the burgundy. It's the beautiful canvas. This canvas feels like, it's not as thick as the Louis Vuitton canvas. It's not as thin as Goyard, because Goyard canvas, in my opinion, I don't think it holds up very well at all. It shows wear and tear so easily. That's too thin and coated, looks sort of plasticky. But this has got a beautiful finish to it there. These are like fish scales, and that's their pattern. It says in yellow, Fauré Le Page, and all these dots and the Fauré Le Page are always in the yellow mustard color. This one in particular has this beautiful leather panel with the Fauré Le Page. I'm getting tongue-tied. I've been talking too much. The Fauré Le Page logo emblem across the front. The back has another slip pocket. If you wanted to, you could put a card in here, and it extends, as you can see from my fingers. This leather is so soft. Underneath is all leather. Across the bottom here on the ends, all leather. It has a wristlet, all leather. Beautiful gold hardware. Oh my God, this piece is so beautiful. Wait till I tell you the price. You're going to be astounded by the price, and you will know why I could not resist. The zipper pull is the signature burgundy and that yellow. Look at this hardware. Oh, it's a bit blurry, but it says Fauré Le Page. The zipper is smooth as anything. Inside is black cotton, so it's hard to see. But on one side, so on the other side of the emblem, there is a leather slip pocket just there. And on it, it says in gold print, Fauré Le Page, Paris 1717. This piece is gorgeous. It's just one of those little versatile pouches. You could use it as a cosmetic case if you wanted to. You could use it, I intend to use it as a little outing clutch type of thing like this. It's stunning. Truly, it is a beautiful piece. And this piece, with all its workmanship and all its detail, costs less than the Louis Vuitton card holder that I just showed you. So that Louis Vuitton card holder was 580, I think. This was 550 Australian dollars. 550. Can we just stop? So you've probably worked out how much I spent recently. But anyway, if you're here because you like this stuff, you get it. But this pricing is amazing. And then the one up from this, and I'll show a photo, it was a navy one. They didn't have this color. It was larger, so it was taller and wider and deeper. That one was only $700. Now, when I say only, it sounds crazy, but in our context, that only works. So it's incredible to think that an established, reputable company like Fauré Le Page, which is somewhat underestimated and not as highly spoken about, is producing such beautiful quality for amazing prices is incredible. So that is my last piece that I'm sharing with you, and I intend to wear this on the night when I go to Mel's meet and greet. So looking forward to meeting her in person. We've talked a lot on Instagram. And there you go. So let me know what you think of these pieces, guys. I know that this was quite a haul. By other people's haul standards, this was very small. For me, this was big. So I hope you appreciate that I share this with you in good faith and with goodwill and with honesty. I'm not here to show off to anyone. I'm not here to criticize anyone, and I hope that that is also reciprocated. I know I shouldn't have to say that, but you know what? There are a lot of ugly comments doing the rounds on YouTube and a lot of judgment that's doing the rounds, and I still have some trouble with being judged. But that's a me thing, I guess. Anyway, let me know what you think of these items. I look forward to reading your comments as always. Take care, everybody. God bless. And I'll see you next time.